Hello everyone, Lance here. And after some consideration, I decided to separate the rock creating nodes in World Blender into its own asset library. And I named this library the Virtual Quarry. Now, the Virtual Quarry is still a part of World Blender, so if you bought World Blender before, you can go back to wherever you bought it and download the new Virtual Quarry asset library. And for those of you who don't have World Blender but still want to have the Virtual Quarry to generate rocks for your projects, then you can buy the Virtual Quarry on my Gumroad or my Superhive Market store. I'll put the links in the description. Now let's talk about installation. This is an asset library, not an add-on. So you have to install it as an asset library. So the first thing you need to do after downloading the Virtual Quarry is to extract it to its own folder like this, and just leave it here. And go back to Blender. Now, I created the Virtual Quarry using Blender 4.1, so you need at least Blender version 4.1 in order to use it. So currently I am using Blender version 4.1, but you can use any newer version. So go to Edit and Preferences. Go to the File Path, and in the Asset Libraries section, click the plus icon and navigate to the place where you extracted the Virtual Quarry. In this case, it's here. And click Add Asset Library. And I'm going to use Absolute Path and append reuse data and save preferences. So now we have a new asset library called the Virtual Quarry. There we go. And here we have a bunch of nodes, and you can see we have some similar nodes to World Blender because these nodes are actually World Blender nodes, but they work perfectly fine with the rock generating nodes, so I included these in the asset library for those of you who don't have World Blender. So first let's have a look at the preset, and I'm gonna pull in one of these. And there we go. Right away we have a nice looking rock. And let's see what it looks like in render. We need to create some lighting for the environment. So this is what the rock looks like in Eevee. Let's change to cycles and see how it looks. And let's lower the sun intensity as well as the strength of the background light. There we go. So you see right out of the box we have a nice looking rock to use. But if you don't like the particular shape of this rock, you can actually change it to another shape. So at any given time, you can just go to the modifier tab and change the shape seed as well as the noise seed to generate a completely different rock. For example, I can set this to 0 and I can change the noise seed to generate a different noise to displace the rock. So let me set this to 10 and we have a completely different noise. You can also change the size of the rock as well. Currently, the rock was set to something flat in the Y direction, but you can generate a uniform rock by setting all these three parameters to the same value. And you see we now have a completely different rock. And you can do pretty much the same with all the 8 rock presets. For example, this basalt rock right here. Let's drop it in and see how it looks. And again, you can change the seed to generate a completely different piece of basalt rock. There we go. Okay, that's it for the introduction. In the next video, I'm going to show you the process of creating a rock like this from start to finish.